Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're jumping right into the cloud, specifically how businesses, developers, really everyone, are moving towards cloud solutions. Looking for that flexibility, the ability to scale up, scale down, and just be more efficient. It's a huge shift. Our guide today, it's MongoDB Atlas. We're drawing from some key bits of MongoDB Atlas, Effortless Cloud Database Management by Saurav Pen Content Digital. And our mission really is to figure out why people are calling this a game changer. What does effortless actually look like when you're managing data?
Yeah, it's a great mission because getting to effortless usually starts from a place of, well, a lot of effort. Think about traditional databases. You're constantly worrying about servers, right? Managing the infrastructure, the patching, backups. It's complex. It can be a massive drain on time and resources. And our source really points out that Atlas is designed specifically to tackle those pain points, to lift that burden.
Okay, let's really dig into that. So the source calls Atlas a fully managed cloud database service. For someone maybe still wrestling with their own physical servers or even self-managed cloud instances, what's the biggest change that fully managed brings? Is it really about innovation speed or more about just saving money?
Well, I think that's where the game changer idea really hits home. It's both, but the impact is on speed and focus. Think about engineering teams. They might spend hundreds, maybe thousands of hours just on keeping the database running smoothly, patching, updates, fixing things. Fully managed means reallocating that time. Instead of reactive maintenance, they're building features. They're working on strategic data stuff. So the core insight, it's about getting products and features out the door faster, your time to market. And it lets smaller teams build really robust, highly available apps without needing this huge ops team just for the database. You shift resources from keeping the lights on to building what's next.
That is a powerful shift. Okay. And the source talks about multi-cloud, running across AWS, Google Cloud, Azure, with just a few clicks, apparently. How big a deal is that flexibility? Especially when you hear so much about vendor lock-in being a worry.
Oh, it's huge. That multi-cloud capability is crucial. It means you're not stuck with one cloud provider's ecosystem. Maybe AWS is better for one thing, Azure for another, or Google Cloud offers better pricing in a certain region. You get to choose. You can optimize for cost, for compliance needs, maybe specific performance in different parts of the world. And yeah, crucially, it helps fight that vendor lock-in risk. Being too dependent on one provider, well, it limits your options down the line. It weakens your negotiating position. So this gives you strategic agility. You put your data where it makes the most sense for you and your users, not just where you're sort of forced to put it.
Right. So it's not just about where it runs. The source also goes into the daily operations side. Automated backups, high availability, performance tuning, security, encryption, all handled. How much does that change things, moving from reactively managing all that yourself to having it essentially done for you?
It changes things dramatically. Think about the hidden work, the mental load of manual database management, just configuring everything, constantly monitoring, troubleshooting when things go wrong. It adds up. Take automated backups. It's not just saving time, which is significant in itself. It's ensuring your data is safe reliably without someone maybe forgetting a step or making a mistake. It frees up your developers to think about the application logic, the data models, not intricate disaster recovery plans. And when the source mentions encryption at rest and in transit, that's key. It means data is protected while it's stored and while it's moving across the network. That dual protection, it's basically table stakes now for keeping sensitive information safe from modern threats.
Okay, let's shift to global reach. The source highlights deploying clusters in multiple regions worldwide. For apps with users everywhere, what does that really unlock? Is it just about faster load times? Or does it actually change the kinds of applications people can even think about building now?
That's a great point. It goes beyond just speed, though speed is obviously important for user experience. Low latency, a responsive feel no matter where your user is, that directly impacts satisfaction, engagement, keeping customers. But strategically, it means a startup maybe can realistically target a global market from day one without needing a huge distributed IT operation just to manage regional infrastructure. Or an enterprise can expand into new countries much more easily. The source also touches on its integration with modern development tools and frameworks. This makes it easier to build apps that are designed for this kind of global scale right from the start.
So the source paints this picture of effortless management for a really wide range of users. Startups, big enterprises, researchers supporting things like real-time analytics, IoT platforms. But let's be real, is effortless fully achievable, especially in complex situations? Or are there still hidden complexities or learning curve people should expect, even with a managed service?
That's a fair question. Effortless mostly refers to the operational side, the infrastructure management, the backups, the patching. That heavy lifting is largely gone. But it doesn't mean you stop thinking. The effort shifts, you see. Instead of worrying about disk space or CPU cycles, you're now focused on designing a good data schema, writing efficient queries, figuring out how to best use the data to build something valuable. So the learning curve might be less about server admin and more about leveraging MongoDB's features effectively, understanding data modeling, best practices for NoSQL, things like that. The source implies that by taking away the infrastructure headache, these different groups, startups, researchers, enterprises can just get on with their actual projects faster. They're freed up to innovate with the data. That's the real value. It's about empowering teams to aim higher, not about making everything require zero thought. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, stepping back a bit, these fully managed services like Atlas, they really change where you spend your most valuable resources, time and brain power. By abstracting away all that infrastructure complexity, that operational drag,
Yeah.
they let you focus squarely on innovation, on building unique things, on actually getting insights from your data, not just managing it.
So what does this all mean for you listening? If those headaches, the constant worry about managing servers and database upkeep, if that really does fade away, what could you build? What kinds of data-driven apps or insights could you unlock for your work, your projects, your business? Something to think about. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into MongoDB Atlas and the whole idea of streamlined data management. Hopefully it sparks some ideas.